Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this live stream with Mr. M. How
How's it
you
going,
doing?
man? Happy Monday.
Oh, man.
We loaded the track today, right?
Yeah, we did. We went full hopium on that, man. When I was going through the news, I was like, wait, what? Hold on, dog. You
Hold
were
on, the Hopium.
the hopium tank was like fully on blast,
We
man.
got everything covered. Altcoin season, Ethereum, all of it, right?
Damn.
So be ready to sit down, have a cup of coffee, right?
Yeah. Breathe in deep, right? Feel that hopium. Fill your lungs and get you really high. That prices are gonna go to the moon because that's what this show's about, man. Because make you'll be feeling good about your investment after the end of the show, right?
Indeed. I think today the Degenerate corner is going to be the news section.
Exactly.
So that's
You're supposed to be. They're supposed to be. You never go full degen, man.
I know, but
we
it's,
always go full degen. Though.
yeah, it's May. It's May. You know, sell in May, you gay. So
Exactly.
Just say.
Damn.
It's gonna be a good laugh. As always, guys, remember to smash up the like button, right, to support the channel, and tell us where you're watching us from.
Exactly. Because man, we are going to entertain you today, and make sure you subscribe to not only my channel but also Mr. M's channel for more entertaining and educational information about Bitcoin. Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you guys want to debate, I think you need to change the title on that one. Last one, right? Say you
Yeah.
want to debate like why Bitcoin is energy efficient. I think that this last video is an example of that. So
Yeah, we had a chat. Actually, it's a really good video. It's one of those things where I decided not to pay attention on the title and focus on the content. But there has to be some sort of a attention on the title, because with the title you would attract people to watch it, right? So I'll rename it as you
I
suggested.
think why Bitcoin's energy efficient or something like that, so that it gives people a little bit more information, so that they can go when they're looking for something to debate, to provide information for a person who's saying, yeah, Bitcoin wastes energy. They can look this stuff up and find it, right?
Exactly. It's actually one of my probably one of the most educational videos I've recorded on the channel. So if you care about energy, have a look. I'm sure you'll like it.
Exactly. All right. This is where we are.
You see 96,000.
2025.
24 versus 25.
Damn, we're broke, man. We're broke.
It's going to zero. What is the thing? Bitcoin is going to zero.
Bitcoin is going to zero.
Yeah,
So true.
but that's how it feels, right? That's how it feels.
Bitcoin is going to zero.
We're at 96 and headed to zero. Damn. Wow. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But hey, if you look at the fear and greed, as highlighted here from Quinton, you can see that historically speaking, it's a good time to buy. There are some traders, they have the fear and greed only. I mean, I wouldn't suggest to trade exclusively on that one.
Well, actually, if
not a
you
bad
could chart
strategy,
it, right? If you could chart it, you can trade it. Anything can be charted, can be traded, and yeah, you could probably lines
not
up
a bad
with the rest of.
strategy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not so bad actually. It's not a bad idea. So yeah, looks like we are going to head towards the green area if you're trading this. So yeah,
That
look
would
at
be
that.
sweet. Yeah, so far so good, right? So good to see that in. And again, you can see that the liquidity is about to explode. So what we've seen, Bitcoin is usually following liquidity, right? So the liquidity chart is going up. The Bitcoin hasn't entirely caught up with it yet. So I think we'll see a good May coming in. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm expecting another pump coming in.
Don't tell him May or you'll be gay, man.
Exactly. Sorry, May, you gay. Why are you gay?
Why?
Indeed. Okay, now here's the Hopium corner, right? Okay, we talk a lot about the Bitcoin dominance, and I saw this and I was like, we have to talk about this, because it could be that we might having a bearish pattern here, which is a rising wedge. And if we go down, well, altcoin season could.
You opened up those hopium tanks for altcoiners everywhere, right? They
Yeah, full blast.
they needed some breathing room, right?
Full
They
blast.
need to feel like really high about this situation. Yes, you're going to have to breathe that hopium heavy, right? And pray that this is true, because honestly, let's just take a look at the actual chart of the dominance and see what it tells you.
And the
Right.
Hopium is gone. And it's gone. I mean, by the way, new all-time high in the dominance.
Okay,
I think last week.
Let's just pretend. You know
this
how
cycle.
once we got here, right? Once we broke out here, I said look left. That means we're heading all the way up to at least to the 62%, right? Around the 60%, right? 60% level, right? And we did, and then we came back down, right? So you look left, right? And that's what we did. We marched up here a little bit slow, stair case, but we refilled all this. Now, I'm telling you, we're now in this zone. What do you think's about to happen?
It's going higher.
It could go higher.
It could go higher. Yeah, there is not much resistance there.
If you doubt that, you doubt that at your own peril.
Yeah. I mean, how about the scenario where we're going a little bit higher? And then we correct. And we have
Yeah, like a little bit. If you say from 64%
to 75.
74% is
A
just a
little.
little bit, right?
Damn.
Then yeah, I guess it's a little bit. It would not when you compare it to how much of a stomping it's going to give to crypto, but it's a little bit in the sense of percentage and numbers. It's only 10% higher. It's nothing. Give me a 50 here, a 60%. That's normal for Bitcoin. Yeah, but the dominance is only rated between 0 and 100%. And yeah, dude, this is that kind of move.
Yeah, it's violent. Yeah,
Yes, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah, true. And by the way, the new cycle high was last week, I think. It's gone to 65.9 or something. So, oh, 65 something. So yeah, it looks like he wants to go higher.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It could go higher.
It could go higher. Yeah, so now
Just by a
technically
little bit.
buying Ethereum is a degen move.
Exactly.
Ethereum is the meme coin, guys. That's
Exactly.
it. Gold and Ethereum.
It's, you got your degen coin on. All right, so we have Cynthia Anonymous, right?
Yeah. She said something interesting, guys. Basically, the bill they wanted to play apparently has been approved by Trump. So let's play the clip.
I'm particularly pleased with President Trump's support of my strategic Bitcoin reserve initiative, which will address our national debt while securing America's position as the global leader in financial innovation. As Bitcoin comes into more usage, its use makes the whole system more secure, more robust, and more capable of serving our needs all over the world. We should be the global leader with this fantastic new ledger-based asset that is in a digital format that is going to be transformative of everyday economy and puts the everyday American, in fact, the everyday worker all over the world in control of their own money. What a wonderful blessing for hardworking people all over the world to have this great new technology and to have America lead the way in implementing this wonderful, wonderful innovation.
That's
yeah.
bullish, right?
Yeah. That is a beautiful speech, and I want to continue to rant on about that. I mean, it is so true that we have an asset, right, Bitcoin, that allows you to actually save your wealth, and no one can take it away from you. Whether if you haven't paid your taxes, right, what would happen to you, right? They would take it straight from your bank account, even though technically you're supposed to be, found. You have to be charged with a crime first before they can do that, right? They don't do that. They just take it.
Take it away.
Yeah, before you even get charged with a crime. If you can see that with the Andrew Tate brothers, right? They were charged with a crime, right? But they weren't convicted, right? And those charges couldn't even go to court. Couldn't even go to court because they were so weak.
But it was good enough to confiscate everything. Right?
But yeah. So So these are the kind of things that prevents governments from stealing your wealth, right? Because think about it. Can you imagine if you're innocent of something and they just said, yeah, we're gonna just throw some, because you have a whole bunch of money, we're gonna just throw a crime saying towards you, and then all of a sudden all of the assets are the government's. That's effectively their power right now.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, we're going to take it first and then figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
If you are not guilty or what, but we're going to take it. Just to be safe, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that all goes away. That all goes away. And now they have to go by the rule of law, where they have to charge you, then convict you before, and then actually prove that you didn't lose it in the boating accident.
Exactly. What crypto? Damn, I forgot the 24 words. I wish I could remember the pin.
Yeah.
Treasure.
So sorry. Yeah. And you secure your wealth. This is one way that they cannot take away your wealth. And every single poor person around the world can actually work, save their wealth, and not have to worry about, should I like gamble on the stock market? I need to save for my retirement, but I don't know how much I'm going to need. No, not anymore. Not anymore. Right? You could base your needs on today's valuation of the money, and know that you'll have more wealth in the future when you do retire. Exactly. So long as you don't let it get stolen, of course, right? But yeah, you just have to make sure that you secure your wealth. You do certain things, boom, there it is. This is an asset. Bitcoin is the asset that allows wealth to be stored long-term without the worry of government or any other institution, anything, taking it from you. Because, hey, they can actually say, you could say, from my dead, cold hands, and actually, wait a second, they can't take it from your dead, cold hands.
No.
They get nothing.
Exactly. And you know what's the best part? I mean, at least to me, is you can always protect your wealth if you reach a certain amount. You can do certain things and go abroad, whatever. But with Bitcoin, you can buy satoshis, which is super, super easy, and everyone can do it, because you can even have $5 into it. So it made this way more accessible than opening up a company in the Bahamas or a trust or whatever, which is tricky. Whether with Bitcoin, easy, right? So that's the part I like the most.
Exactly. All right, on to the Hopium.
All right, so we're not done yet with the Hopium. So Ethereum apparently has broken a downtrend. So then if you put everything together, so Bitcoin dominance, rising wedge, bearish pattern, Ethereum broken a downtrend. Hey, we could maybe see a move on the upside for this meme coin called Ethereum. So
Okay. Yeah, whilst I can agree that Ethereum could be turning around here and
it's
going
not
higher
to
dollar.
outperform Bitcoin.
Yeah. There's the chart says, yeah. Well,
The
Ethereum might
chart says,
How about new?
exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
Ethereum going to go up, but I'm going to go up twice as much as
with
Ethereum.
Bitcoin. Yeah.
That's what the dominance chart says. Good luck, Ethereum. I'm going to outpace you.
Yeah, that's true. And by the way, I still believe there's going to be more Hopium, by the way, on the way in the news. But I still believe that when Bitcoin is going to pop, because it will pop eventually, people are going to start speculating on other coins.
Oh, for sure.
So we will see eventually an altcoin season. I don't know when.
I mean, altcoin season priced in dollars, sure.
yeah,
You're
exactly.
making lots of dollars. You could sell half on a double and get more dollars.
But not more Bitcoin.
Uh-uh.
Indeed.
Nuh-uh.
So how do you feel about this? Is like pure Hopium right here, because apparently there is a accumulation, breakout, altcoin season, accumulation, breakout, and again altcoin season. Maybe. I mean, I don't disagree necessarily with this. The only thing is like when. That's the $1 million question, right? Are we going to see some altcoins going up? Yeah.
But I don't know about the 4 trillion. That'd be that's sniffing some serious Hopium glue, man. That's like Yeah, you compressing that hopium into from gas to liquid and shooting it up your nostrils.
Exactly. Well, let's do some math here, right? So if alts are going to 4 trillion and Bitcoin has 50% dominance, that means that we are on 8 trillion and Bitcoin has gone from 2 trillion, which is now, to 4 trillion, which means we're going to do, I mean, it's not crazy to see Bitcoin at 4 trillion. That will bring you to what, 180 something? We're going to double, right?
No, this is alt, right?
Yeah, no, I know, but Bitcoin has, let's say, 50% dominance, right? So that means Bitcoin is at 4 trillion. Bitcoin now is at 2 trillion, more or less. So we're talking about 180,000 Bitcoin. It's not off completely, but this part, yeah. Maybe not 4, maybe 3, I don't know. But actually 3 is not that crazy. Maybe it's not completely off though. I mean, do you reckon Bitcoin could go to 180 this cycle?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's 4 trillion for Bitcoin. Now, assuming that we have 50% dominance, that leaves another 4 trillion for altcoins.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I know it's not going to be 50%. It's going to
would
be
it be
higher.
75 dominance?
80 or 90%. Yeah, maybe 4 trillion is
I
a
don't
little
think
bit.
we're gonna get into 50% dominance, dude.
Yeah, I know. Maybe 50% is a little bit of a... Maybe 4 trillion, maybe 3 trillion. I don't know. 70-30 kind of thing. But I do believe we will see an altcoin season. For some altcoins, by the way, not all of them. So choose your player wisely because...
Exactly. I mean, there will be altcoins that outperform Bitcoin, though. There will be. But
Yeah, there would be. Yeah, but
I don't know if it's Ethereum, though.
yeah, that would be a bit of a degenerate play. Look, this is probably the peak hopium right here. So Ethereum have seen, last time this happened, 450% gain.
Against Bitcoin?
No. That would be like, okay, we can't play that news. But honestly, if you look at the chart, Bitcoin versus Ethereum, it looks extremely bad. And I don't know how, I mean, yes, sure, it could go lower, but damn, it's depressing, right? I look at that, man.
You think? That's depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's slightly
I mean, we're level of back to levels in 2017 or something. It's really bad. I mean, we could indeed go lower, yes. Even
so
though there
let's
is
see here, 450% priced in Bitcoin. So 4.4 would be 100%.
Yeah.
Point what's it? 8 is 200. What's 200%? Well, actually no. Wait, because we're going to go by twos. So this would be 6. Would be yeah. So sorry about that. So 200. Another 220 would be 300% from the bottom, of course.
Damn.
200% from the bottom. This would be 300%, right? The 8.8, 300, and then 10 would be 400, and then yeah, the top would be so it would be
dang.
450. He's saying 450 in price in Bitcoin.
Jeez. I mean, how likely? Okay, forget the 450%.
Do you think this is gonna happen?
Just maybe we should put the pipe down.
2017.
Yes.
You think that's gonna happen?
It's very unlikely, especially versus Bitcoin. But in terms of dollars, how high do you think Ethereum is going to go on this cycle? Think can it get to 10,000?
How about no?
Yeah, that would be like it's like a 5x.
Bruh.
I know. It's a 5x though. I mean, so where do you think it's going to go? Like all-time high and then collapse?
Yeah, probably take out the last time the 4100 and at the best case scenario and then fail.
Maybe vomit to 6 or something, 6.5 and then just collapse.
No, probably fail at the 4100 unless there's some sort of miracle happens.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it doesn't. Everyone is super bearish on Ethereum. That's why I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I mean, I'm testing. I was testing out what's it called, Threshold Network, right? Just on the weekend, right? And I wanted to convert the BTC to back to Bitcoin. And you know what broke? Ethereum.
Of course.
Not. This is not Solana. Ethereum. right? So it wasn't Ethereum though that broke, but it was MetaMask, right? The MetaMask,
Yeah, MetaMask is horrible.
they upgraded it and it broke the whole process, right?
Did I tell you that I bought some Pepe? I think it was a couple of weeks ago because I thought I've seen the bottom there. And oh my, we are used to Phantom.
Phantom, yeah.
And it's just like easy, smooth, nice. Man, Ethereum on MetaMask was an absolute pain.
Yeah, exactly.
It took forever to exchange it, and you found a bunch of different quotes, and then it was really expensive.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I tried to convert directly to dollars, right? From dollars to what's it called? TBTC, and it would charging me like a 13% premium.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, what? And so I just converted the dollars to Ethereum, and then Ethereum to what's it called? TBTC, and it was like good fair price. And I'm like, wait a second here. They couldn't automatically do that for us on one step?
So why?
Why?
I know. I mean, there is a part of me who's saying, okay, well, the reason why Ethereum pumped so much in the previous cycle is because it didn't have much competition, right? But now, there is a lot of competition. So,
yeah, I know. With Sui chasing after Solana and making headroom, where's Ethereum gonna be in this whole space? They're hurting.
yeah, and they've been. Plus, they've done a bunch of interesting moves. So I don't know. The leadership has to go. That they put this lady in charge, and she's, oh no, we don't have to be competitive. Let's do yoga. And I mean, crypto is the most competitive thing ever.
Bruh.
I know, right? So
Stupid.
yeah, we discussed it with Lark on the Maybach, and I was like, I really don't understand why the leadership is so wrong. So yeah. I still have a bag of Ethereum, honestly, and I should have done what you told me. Sold everything for Solana. That would have been good. All right, Wednesday, guys, big day. We have the Fed that might decide on May 7 to do a rate cut. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen. If it won't happen, I think Trump is going to go ballistic on Jerome Powell because Trump wanted it like back in the days, at the beginning of the year. He said nope.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of debt's going to be rolled over, and here's the thing: the Fed has to do a rate cut. I mean, but Trump could go, okay, keep why don't you raise rates instead, and then see what happens next. If you have a job when the dollar collapses,
Yeah,
exactly. There's no chance.
exactly. We have a section for Q&A, so easy, man. Just wait until the end. There is a Q&A segment. So thank you for the super chat, by the way. Just hang on a little bit longer. We are going to have a Q&A. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but I don't know. But at some point, I'm expecting something in 2025, right? They have to.
But you have to understand, right? It's this whole thing, right? Whatever's happening. And they want the rate cut so they can spend more. But I'm pretty sure Jerome Powell said unsustainable. Unsustainable. I'm pretty sure he said that.
Oh, yeah, he said whatever we are doing is not sustainable.
It's not sustainable, right? Powell calls for a change in the unsustainable fiscal path. I mean, it is. It is. The path of the United States is unsustainable. There is no getting around that truth, right? So whether or not, it doesn't say here, it doesn't show his statement.
No, but I remember he's saying
But
it.
I remember him saying it somewhere. And the point is, there's no getting around that, right? It will end badly, right? When it does end, it's over, right? For the United States, one way or another, right? Because you can't print your way out of debt, right? You can't,
Yeah.
right?
Would you care to comment?
I don't think he says it here, right? Somewhat slower, no.
If not,
See how they don't find it's ridiculous how this doesn't find what he said, right? Because he just sat there and said it. It's unsustainable. Right?
Google is going to be replaced by ChatGPT.
By ChatGPT, yeah, exactly.
Very
They're done.
soon.
They're done.
They're done, yeah. It's such a old school way to find information. All right, this is another interesting thing. So,
Oh, before we continue,
Yes.
speaking about finding, did you get that part, that video from Simpsons? Because you found it through ChatGPT.
no. Yeah, I found it. It's episode 12, season 5. But we need to find a way to download because on YouTube I can't see.
Okay, well, I'll leech it for you. Okay, fine.
We'll-
Remind me to leech it when I'll get it.
Because that's it's a good reminder. I forgot already, but yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow, guys. It's gonna be nice. So this, if you remember, guys, we discussed about this a bunch of times on this channel, and we said the stablecoins are gonna play an interesting role in this year. And as you can see here, well, besides the fact that there is a lot of USDT, USDC news, but this is USD1, which is the Trump family stablecoin, right, on Binance. And you can see that the UAE has triggered an investment of $2 billion with a deal.
Yeah, the Trump stablecoin triggers $2 billion in UA deal. The UA investment firm MGX, tied to Abu Dhabi's sovereign wealth fund, has committed to a $2 billion investment into Binance. Okay, is doing so using USD1 as a stablecoin controlling the Trump. Controlled by okay. So basically, what it is they've moved the $2 billion into USD1 to move it into Binance, and so Mish, as the first mover and shaker and user of the USD1. Interesting.
I mean,
I think, you know what, some people are telling me who's going to buy the debt, right? Who's going to buy the debt? And I see it a lot in different people who talk about
Binance. Yes, I remember.
Binance.
Binance. Good one.
Who's going to buy the debt is always the question that many people have said that this is it. Now, once China sells, what are we doing? What are they doing? There it is, right? They just have to hold stable coins. Now, why would a nation, corporation, or anyone hold stable coins over holding a U.S. Treasury asset, right? When they can get more, obviously, dollars if they're holding it as a unit of account. Why hold the unit of account dollars when they could hold a treasury, which is the same? And why would they hold a stable coin over the USG treasuries? Well, remember what we said about crypto. It's a little bit, it's faster to transact, isn't it? And that speed of transaction gives you more value than the what's it called? The interest. The short-term interest that you can get from a government bond, right? So you could actually move things around, buy things, you have more liquidity and faster liquidity with a stablecoin. So this is why I'm seeing a future where the government has found a way out of this dilemma of who's buying the bonds. To this one.
Yeah, and if you look at Eric Trump, we played the clip, I think it was Friday or Thursday, and he was saying, the SWIFT is broken, the banks are broken, and they are building their own platform, their own stable coin, and they're probably thinking, hey, how much money Tether is making a year? Billions of dollars.
Exactly. And so
take a slice of that.
Exactly, and that too, right? So it's a win-win-win situation. And you know how the United States operates. They come up to the door and say, hey,
we have a
proposal for you.
There you go.
You're gonna buy this stablecoin from us, right?
It's gonna be.
You can hold that, and
it's gonna be I.
It's gonna be I. We'll take care of you with our military and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want our military against you, right? That'd be bad.
Yeah, sadly, yes. This would be the clip of The Simpsons will be coming handy. We'll find it, guys. No worries. Yeah. So, like I said, I believe this is stable coins are gonna play an incredible run in the next 12 months.
Yeah. So right now the EU, sheikhs are like
Emotional, damn it!
as they have to buy this stuff, right? They have to sell their bonds and buy this stuff, right? So it is what it is.
Exactly.
And was, obviously they're selling their bonds to the Trump family and then getting these USD ones.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for come and
Appreciate that.
play. Thanks for come and play.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. What a scam, right? It is, but it is what it is, right? They know how the big money and international money, it works, right? You try to strong arm your opponents, right? As much as you can.
Exactly. That's how it works.
All right. So what are we going to do next? What's going to happen next?
We're going to have a look at the Degen section, right? Let's see. I'm not sitting down for this. Ooh. Okay. This hurts.
We're down $1,000.
Yeah. I wonder what collapsed.
Yeah. Let's see here. Double
guess-
peep? No. Still.
Oh, okay.
Nah, this didn't move anywhere.
This didn't move.
It's the cup cap, man. We bought more and it just like we just got.
And it's gone.
I mean, come on, the owner of this cup cap, man, really he got so greedy, man. So greed.
That's a hell of a candle right there. Well, I mean, to be fair, Bitcoin dropped a little bit. Like, it's not even
Yeah,
a
but
drop. It's
cup
like
cap,
a
man,
super
come
light
on.
correction.
Cup cap should have been
Upfronting.
exactly.
Front-running.
Yeah, it should have been outperforming Bitcoin.
You should have used protection. Yes. Well, I think we had some, but we were waiting on each to double instead of getting in half.
I felt that cup cap should have been, our
But-
bloodline security
Yeah,
model.
same. But it couldn't be only this one because we are down $1,000.
Exactly, I know.
So on
It's-
here
yeah,
we
we didn't dump a whole lot into cup cap.
See, it would be great if Phantom had a feature that says what has moved higher and lower in the next 24 hours or something.
Well,
A
look,
bonk is
I mean,
green.
Bonk's still green. Bretta's wife, right? Look at that.
Yeah. So
It's right up there, right? It's now taking the lead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think, and I think we already have protection on Bretta's wife, do we?
I think we have, yeah.
Right? We didn't go completely naked into her, right?
No.
Because I mean,
Well, we had like half.
whoopsies.
Let me change this. We can put the password. I think we played responsibly. So, Bretta. But
Let's just see what Bretta's doing, right?
let's have a look. So, it's probably not a good day to degen into anything, right? What do you think?
What? Degen?
Yeah, and buying new stuff.
But we're degens. We buy new stuff
When
when we shouldn't.
fair
All
enough.
the time.
Fair enough.
I mean, come on.
That's exactly what we should do now.
We got into cup cap, man.
I
Cup
know.
cap.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think we're near the bottom here
I mean, it's building like
of the trend for an uptrend here.
which we just broke. but hey, on a smaller scale, if you stay on a weekly, we are in, right?
Hey. I think she made an all-time high too from this, right?
Yeah, true. That week there, I think it's.
Yeah, look. Oh no, not quite. Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Damn.
She made an all-time high.
Didn't we have maybe not enough for us to sell?
No. But
I mean, yeah. What are we doing? Are we buying here, or what do you think?
I think we should get. I think there's a bloodline security situation boiling here.
Yes, I agree.
There is. I'm feeling it because look how many holders they got. They got 12,900.
Yeah, no, this thing, I agree. This thing, if we wanted to rug, they would have rugged already.
Exactly.
Okay, down. I'm down.
And look, there seems to be people actually putting in liquidity into this, right? You can see someone has put a little bit more liquidity in this. They feel that this thing is so they're confident in this, right? They're willing to put their own stake their Solana and stake their Bretta that they have, right? And should prices come down, they're willing to take the Bretta, and if prices go up, they're going to get Solana. So yeah.
Okay. The question is how How much would you degen into this?
Well, I don't know. How much did we? Where's our protection? I wish there was a way to. I mean, of course, we are just we're degens here. We got like protection up the yin yang.
Yeah.
So I don't know where we can find our protection for Beretta. Let's see here. We've got whiff protection.
Better investment than Ethereum. Oh, you might be correct there, my friend.
I think so. I think so.
That's a good point.
That's a scary thing, dude. That's the scary thing. You have a better chance with Beretta
than an Ethereum.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not seeing the protection, dude.
Do we have protection on Beretta? Have we gone in without?
Maybe. When?
I mean, that's for a true degen.
Yeah, exactly. I know. We saw like, what's it called? Bloodline security happening with Beretta, so that's why we went with no protection.
I mean, how much do we have? Like $300 and something $600. 600. Oh,
Yeah.
hello. Okay. So there is space for another couple of Solana, do you think, or?
Yeah, I think so.
And then we do a big sell half.
Should we get some more Papa Peep?
Peppa Pig also could be a play.
We've already sold. We've got to sell half on order. I think.
Do we got half already sold?
No. We've got it.
We got one.
We've got
one
some
order.
protection on that.
Okay.
Should it were to go, was there any kind of like?
Could
Oh
something-
look, Cupcat. No, but that was a while ago. Still.
Yeah, they gave us one, no?
And then we started buying more.
Yeah, that's because that's what we've done. The
Yeah,
money-
exactly.
The money we won, we gambled it. That sounds like a
True DJ.
second plan.
True DJ.
Through the gen. Exactly.
All right, so
Okay, let me see.
I'm feeling the bread. I'm feeling that we should buy the Beretta here.
Yeah, I think I agree. And also, if you look at the uptrend, he did wick down a couple of times before he blasted off. So, I mean, it could be an interesting play. So, let me scan the chat and save some questions for later, as well as super chat. Thank you, guys.
Let's go full degen.
On 7 of May, FOMC, we talked about it, but we can...
Let's get 5 Solana with.
5 Solana.
No. Okay, fine. Well, if it comes down a little bit, then we'll increase, right?
Okay.
Let's not.
Maybe we
let's
do 2 at a time. 2, will be 6, 1 point something. Or 2, yeah.
We're feeling this thing. We're feeling it.
We're feeling... Oh, it treated us well so far. So, yeah.
We could be feeling the pain later, but hey, it's our fault insurance that we're going to be taking out, right?
Exactly. It's going in on the chat.
All right. So let's let's just leave this up, Beretta, that we added it to, and let's go on to looking for some degen plays. Should we buy something that's like not degen maybe today? Nah.
I mean, what?
How about new?
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but the problem is like we are on Dex Screener. So how can we find something not degen? I mean, maybe like a more safe. Do we have WIF, for example?
What the hell?
Body of gorilla, head of a shark. What?
What?
Maybe there is a reason why that happened, or maybe it's just someone who has a bunch of issues.
Wow.
Body of a gorilla, head of a shark.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay, bro.
Okay. That's no.
How about new?
Look at this one. Bop the Builder.
Okay. The chat looks nice. We're not buying. We're not buying the top here.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
We're not buying.
Look at this, man. The $175,000 volume.
It could go higher.
What are the odds that if we buy this, that it's gonna rug? It's getting away. Let's buy it.
He's running away. This is. I mean,
Yes, you're like. I mean,
it's Bob the Builder. So no,
okay. Let's
boop.
let's put one. Let's not go crazy, right?
I mean, if he follows the pattern he's done before, he's gonna do those waves.
And let's put some
Protection on Bob. Well, it's a builder. He should have protection, right? So. Okay. This could be the bloodline retirement we've been waiting for.
Yeah, exactly. So
Guys, remember the day we bought Bob
Exactly.
the builder?
Well,
and
do you remember?
secured the bloodline.
remember, right? You remember the house one? I feel-
Yeah,
You were not convinced.
I was not feeling it, and I was wrong. Yeah, that did well for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point. Okay. Maybe some Boop, whatever.
Fix. It's gonna fix our bloodline
Problems.
forever. Okay, so we got our first degen play.
Nice.
We obviously bought the top on that one.
Yeah. But maybe might do another one of those moves. He could go higher.
Yeah.
Who knows there? House. Troll.
Chill house.
One chill guy plus a house, a chill house. Damn.
Wow. Wow.
Damn.
It's at 3.7 million market cap.
I don't even understand. Look at that wick, by the way. And then did like a cup and handle-ish. And it's gone banana. Wow. This is what, 4 hours?
Yeah, 4-hour candles, yeah.
Mish.
How about no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's over.
This is not going to handle really well.
You think?
There's a chance. There's a gentle chance.
You think?
That'll rug pull everyone.
This
This-
is definitely not a rug pull.
Okay, this I've seen some people on Twitter having this as a profile pic. I have no idea what it is.
Look at that. Did that rug? Or is it just... It's just down a little bit. From its
Yeah.
100 million. But
Damn. 100 from 100 to 15. What is that? 16.
in an hour.
Damn.
Ooh, 15-minute candle. Just down from 60 to
It could go
50.
higher.
Whoa.
Well, this could be the bottom.
Damn.
Brutal.
Damn.
Yeah, that doesn't look like something who screams, "Let's buy this." I don't even know what this is. What's the
Me
name of this
neither.
thing? Elon Ma.
Elon Ma. Okay.
Yeah, pass.
It's amazing how this thing got up to 100 million, though.
Unbelievable. And he rugged everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Gorklon Rust? What?
I don't even know what this is.
I don't either.
It looks painful.
Mm-hmm.
It looks painful to watch.
Ouch.
Damn. Trenches are...
Exactly. They're a little
Particularly
bit...
evil.
Exactly.
What's that pork there? Pork?
$24 hours, 12,000%. Well, we missed this one. So,
We miss pork.
How about no?
Yeah, it's like a human face into a pig. Jesus.
How's Altcoin doing? Jesus.
Oh, it's still alive, still kicking.
Did we like secure the bloodline with that thing? Because we got that cheap.
I think we got paid 2 or 3 times on
Exactly. And so look at this. We got it for 0.1.
this. Dang. And we already sold
twice.
Twice, yeah. So I wonder why we are down. Why we were down $1,000? I mean, some is because of the what's it called? The one that we showed in the beginning. Right?
So let me get this straight. You are asking the question, why are we down $1,000 trading with our portfolio mostly in meme coins?
Yeah,
Is that the question you ask? Is that the question? Is that the question you are asking?
why we are losing money in this? Yeah, fair enough.
Stupid.
Yes. I mean, I am so projected into the bloodline retirement that I'm too present. I need to go forward. I need to go forward a little bit more.
Damn.
Yeah. I know.
Wow.
I know.
What the hell is this?
This is the Wolf of Wall Street scene where I don't know if you remember it. When the lady is leaning down and but I don't know what this is. Bandie coin?
Blondie coin.
Oh.
I thought it was Blondie, but it's no.
Betty.
Baddie?
Coin.
Baddie. Baddie coin. She's a baddie.
Yeah. I am confused. But it's going up.
It could go higher.
All right, this needs a ton of protection. Like a lot.
You think?
Like if we want to go in this, we better be protected.
Yeah, if you go into a baddie, yes, yeah, you should.
Warning, perfect.
Warning.
Perfect, that's a good sign.
Another warning here.
Perfect. Remember, this sweet spot is 3.
0.25?
0.25 with protection. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. It's yeah, the real one do it raw. Yeah, the real Degenerate has no protection.
Wow. Not on a baddie, man. Not on a baddie.
Yeah, on a bed, you want to make sure you have it. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh,
I'm getting
damn.
35,000 of those.
No, 100.
One. Okay, okay. Yeah. Hey, this could be the one. Stay safe out there.
Right.
Stay safe out there if you go with Betty. Yes.
Exactly. People.
Safe is better than sorry. You know what I mean? So. This could play out. It could be the one.
Bloodline security.
Bullish on Betty. Yeah, guys, please, don't do this. By the way, please.
Wow.
Let us be the ones. Take over the
Wow. Wow. So what do you think the odds? What do you think the odds are we can even get a double on this thing?
Is this 15 minutes?
I mean, we could because it's only 100.
Okay. It's possible. We can double. It's been out for like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Exactly. So yeah. Yeah, more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours.
Okay, we can push it to maybe, what's it, 94K now? It's okay, it's early. It's early. Maybe, I mean, there is that week there which is a little bit suspicious. The first one there.
I mean, we're doing a technical analysis on Batty.
I know.
I want you to think about that for a second.
Stupid.
Yeah. There's no technical analysis here. It's just protection.
Damn. All right, we're done. We're done. Right?
Okay, let's save some of the Solana for
Exactly. Let's save some Solana
serious projects coming in later.
Exactly.
All right, we got some starred questions. So we have super chat from Xiao. It says, why don't bank or the Swift system use Bitcoin instead of XRP? Well, I don't think they're using XRP anyway.
Yeah, they're not.
And I don't think banks want to use Bitcoin either because it's more like a store of value, no? Than
Exactly.
a currency.
Exactly. So it is not for that. So so Swifts. Keep in mind the useful case for XRP is banks do not hold XRP, right? They get
That's the use case
degens.
for XRP.
They no listen. They do not hold XRP.
Yeah.
They get degens like yourself to hold XRP, which I have to admit, Ripple has done a very good job of that.
I would love to know how they've done it, by
Right.
the way. If you know anyone in the marketing team, I would love to talk to them.
And so they had a lot of liquidity from degens like yourself who are like, yeah, XRP. So that they when they want to move money across nations, right? They can just sell the asset, like for let's say it's gold, sell the gold here locally, buy XRP, and then send it, and then that other person sells the XRP to a degen that, like yourself, right? And then goes and buys gold. Meanwhile, they don't actually hold XRP for a long term. They just need sufficient liquidity, degens like yourself, to get in and out.
Yeah. So XRP,
Yeah, exactly.
basically, long story short,
Yeah.
XRP.
You're buying. This the amazing thing is, there's so many people who are getting burned by XRP, and I'm shocked.
Yeah, but it's going to $10,000. Remember?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a solid buy right there. But well, thank you for the super chat and thank you for the question. Joseph saying, "Hey, what you guys are doing so late?" Yeah, it's morning in Dubai, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
good. But yeah, it's morning here. We have a morning show. Any thoughts on the May 7th yet? We discussed it on the news section. You can go and rewind it. Solana $788. Wow, that's a very specific number.
Based on what exactly?
I don't know, but it's what do you think?
I mean, if we hadn't broken the 200 to the 180 level, we could have done that. But because we didn't, that's going to be next to. I mean, it's not impossible if we have some they start printing money like crazy, but it's going to be difficult, assuming everything stays the same.
Yeah, exactly. No pens. No pens allowed, as always. I like this one. It says, why Vitalik is doing... Well, he's doing something for Ethereum. He's doing what he should not do, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
He's
He's doing something all right.
He's doing something wrong. But yeah, speaking of which, I agree, Bullish Mike. We are all winners. Ethereum was the participation trophy. Yeah, it looks like it. That's for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we got today.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. All right. I know we had fun today.
Always.
I wasn't 100%, but still, it was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show. Thanks, man.
right.
Always have a laugh.
Take it
with
easy,
you.
man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Soundboard.
Or good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah.